Today I'm gonna work out, I'm going to eat healthy, and then I'm not gonna have any dessert after dinner. Let's go. Does the new year cause you to go into this cycle? You wake up feeling amazing and excited about achieving your health goals. So you cook a healthy breakfast, you get yourself ready for the day, you set all these goals you have to be healthy for the day. But then when the afternoon rolls around, you notice that your energy is kind of going down and you're wanting a pick-me-up, and so you eat a snack. You go and get maybe a bag of chips, and then after you're done with your work for the day, you notice how drained you feel and you tell yourself,
you know what, I worked hard today. I deserve something sweet, just this once, like I worked really hard.
And so you sit on your couch and you start eating chocolate. And before you know it, that entire bag of chocolate snacks are completely gone. So what gives? Why is it that even though we want to be healthy, we constantly go back to eating sugar and these snacks that are making us gain unwanted weight? If you're doing this, it's most likely because you're not doing these 3 crucial things. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 top tips on how to finally quit sugar this year and make this the year that you feel in control around sugar, so that you feel like somebody who can trust herself. She follows through on what she says she'll do. She is able to lose the weight over time and achieve her goal weight, and also maintain it without any worry that the weight is gonna come back. You won't want to miss this. So I've been a life and weight loss coach for 4 years now, and I also was somebody who got off sugar and alcohol and coffee, and I haven't had those things for years. And I'm gonna share with you the 3 top tips that helped me stay sugar-free all those years, and also how you can be somebody who can quit sugar this year and beyond. First of all, the first thing I wanna say is if you want to quit eating so much sugar and be healthy, the goal isn't to stop eating sugar from a place of willpower. It's not about fighting the temptations or cravings. It's about learning how to become somebody who doesn't want sugar anymore. And when you know how to not want sugar, managing sugar cravings and not eating sugar then becomes effortless. So the first tip I have to help you quit sugar is that you wanna eat protein, non-starchy vegetables, and healthy fats in every single meal. So you wanna eat those meals for at least 2 to 6 weeks straight, so that way it could keep your blood sugar level stable. When your blood sugar goes up from eating a lot of sweets, including bread, including things with flour, because flour can easily be digested as glucose in your body, and that will make your blood sugar go up. So when your blood sugar goes up, it makes your body want to store all that sugar as fat really quickly, so that you don't go into a hyperglycemic episode, which could be fatal. So that causes you to have a blood sugar crash, and when your blood sugar is dropping quickly, it will create a craving or intense feelings of hunger, which will make you want to eat more sugar. In order to prevent that, you want to eat foods that have a lot of healthy proteins, healthy fats, that can keep you full for a longer period of time, and they also keep your blood sugar level stable over time. That way you don't have any blood sugar spikes and dips, and you won't be craving food nearly as often. Some examples of some meals you could have are salmon with some avocado and salad. Any kind of meat really with avocado and salad would work well. I love having rotisserie chicken if you have no time to cook, and because the chicken has some fat on the skin, I recommend having the fat with it, and also having some quick to cook veggies like frozen veggies that you can microwave or saute, and also having it with some butter and maybe some bacon to help the meal feel nice and rich and flavorful. The thing is when you start taking sugar out of your meal, what you eat might start to feel more bland. And so having some healthy fats in your meal like avocado, coconut oil, and also fattier meats like bacon and pork, those kind of foods will make the meal much more flavorful, much more filling, and they also give your body essential fatty acids that you need to eat every single day. Tip number 2, if you want to quit sugar, is that you have to make a sugar withdrawal self-care plan. Most people don't realize is that when they get off foods that are high in sugar, high in processed carbs, is that it will actually make your body go into what's called sugar withdrawal hunger. It's also known as keto flu to some people, but basically carbohydrates, like any kind of food that has a lot of carbs and sugar, they make you retain water. That's why it's called a carbohydrate. Carbs make you retain water. And so when you eat foods with less carbs, if you eat a lower carb diet, you're going to start losing water. You're gonna start urinating more, which means you're gonna have less sodium in your body. And when you have less sodium in your body's gonna have sugar withdrawal symptoms. You're going to have some dizziness, maybe some difficulty concentrating, some lightheadedness, headaches, and even some intense cravings. You might notice yourself wanting to have more carbs, wanting to have sugar, and you might be a little irritable or hangry. So when this happens, I want you to know that's completely normal. It's normal to have this in the first week of eating lower carb foods or letting go of sugar in the first week. This is completely normal because your body is trying to convert itself differently from being a sugar burner to a fat burner. Normally, if you're eating a lot of sugar, your body metabolizes sugar for energy. But if your body's no longer eating all that sugar for energy, your liver has to get energy from your own fat. So it takes at least 2 to 6 weeks to make this transition, especially the first week could feel really, really hard on your body as your body's making metabolic adjustments. So you have to plan ahead for sugar withdrawal. So the way to help with sugar withdrawal is you wanna make sure you have salt in your diet. So as long as you don't have any current heart issues, it's okay to add 1/2 teaspoon of water to a warm glass of water, like in a mug. It kind of tastes like soup when you drink it that way. Or you could have some bone broth, like chicken or beef broth that has some added salt, so that you could replenish your sodium levels, and it'll help to get rid of those dizziness and headaches that you might be feeling from sugar withdrawal hunger. If you're having other symptoms like intense cravings or hangriness, I recommend eating some sugar-free whole foods as snacks during this time, especially in the first 2 weeks. So if you have intense cravings, I recommend eating higher fat, higher protein snacks like bacon, pork rinds and guac, or maybe some vegetable sticks with nut butter that is sugar-free. So having that will help you manage those cravings, and it will help you not want to run to some sugary snacks in the moment. So tip number 3 is to try to find pleasure in other ways that don't result in a negative consequence. So the thing that happens is when you start quitting sugar, you're going to be almost like having withdrawal. Like it's going to feel like things are maybe a little bit more boring or not as exciting because because sugar releases a lot of dopamine. And dopamine is a pleasure hormone, is a pleasure chemical in our brain. And so you need to find ways to boost your dopamine levels without sugar. And there's a lot of natural ways to do this. Some of my favorite ways to find pleasure without sugar in my life are doing things that I enjoy that helps me manage my mind well. Things like qigong and meditation, walking on the beach, going outside, being with friends, just anything that can help you feel good and have joy without food. And now I have a bonus tip for you to really help you quit sugar for good this year and help you achieve your weight loss goals permanently. My last tip is that you want to think of how bad it feels in your body to have too much sugar. A lot of times people try to tell themselves, I shouldn't have sugar, sugar's bad for me. They like think it to themselves, but they don't actually go in their body and they don't actually think of the physical symptoms you get when you eat too much sugar. And I know for me, when I have had instances like in Thanksgiving or Halloween or times where I had a lot of sugar, I always felt bloated, nauseous. I would feel maybe sick to my stomach. I'd have indigestion. And when you think of those physical symptoms that don't feel good, your brain likes to avoid pain. And so a way to stop having a craving for something like sugar, which could be really addictive, is that you want to think of how it's actually causing you more pain than pleasure. You have to remind yourself, hey, you know, when I ate sugar that one time in Halloween, or when I ate too much sweets during the holidays, it made me feel really terrible. It made my stomach feel horrible, and it made me go to the bathroom like 24/7, and I did not like it. Even the mental pain from overeating all that sugar, right? Mentally, you might be criticizing yourself a lot. You might be judging yourself. You might be hating what you see in the mirror. You might be telling yourself you're not ever going to get it together. All those mental and physical pains like that you think of can help deter you from eating sugar whenever you have a craving. So these are my 4 best tips to help you quit sugar this year and achieve and sustain your weight loss goals. And if you need support to make this a reality for yourself, especially if you're a busy woman entrepreneur, a professional woman who has so much on her plate, but yet you know deep down that you want to feel in control around food, you want to feel vibrant in your body, you want to basically show up as this woman who cares about herself, she values herself, then this is your chance to get support from me in my Impulse Mastery program. It's a 3-month high-touch group coaching program where you're gonna get all my foundational skills on how to quit sugar, how to overcome sugar cravings, how to eat in a way that's realistic for you and sustainable long-term, and also how to incorporate sugar into your life in a way that you won't feel like you're out of control and you won't regain all the weight you've lost. So if you're interested and you want to make this the year that you no longer have mental drama around food and you finally feel confident around food and in your body, go ahead and click the link in the description box to apply for the Impulse Mastery program. And I can't wait to help you make this a reality for yourself this year. And if you're wanting some tips in the way while you're waiting to join that program, or if you're wanting more of my videos and support, go ahead and check out the next screen for more videos on what I have to offer to help you overcome your sugar cravings right now. Thank you all, and hit subscribe to check out my videos when they come out by clicking the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video.